How did Titanic sink? Today, I will tell you the story of one of the most famous ships in the world, the Titanic. The Titanic was a large passenger ship built at the beginning of the 20th century. Many people know the Titanic because of its tragic story, but only a few know exactly what happened back then. So let's travel back in time together. The dream of the largest ship. At the beginning of the 20th century, a British shipping company wanted to build the largest and safest ship in the world. This ship should be modern, able to travel very fast, and offer as much luxury as a hotel. It was named RMS Titanic. The people were thrilled. Many believed that the Titanic was unsinkable. Engineers explained that the ship was divided into many watertight areas. Even if a part were damaged, the Titanic could continue to sail. No one suspected how wrong this assumption was. The first journey begins. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic started its first voyage. It set off from Southampton in England. The destination was New York in the USA. There were over 2,200 people on board. Wealthy businessmen, families, immigrants, and even some very well-known people. Many passengers felt safe and happy. They wanted to start a new life in America or just enjoy a nice trip. The crew was also proud. The Titanic was a technical marvel, and everyone was convinced that the voyage would be a great success. The night of misfortune. On 4 days later, on the night of April 14th to 15th, the Titanic sailed through the North Atlantic. The sea was calm and the sky was clear, but it was very cold and there were many icebergs in this region. Several ships had sent warnings in the evening. They reported large ice fields nearby. The Titanic received this news, but the ship continued to sail at high speed. Shortly before midnight, two men in the lookout suddenly noticed a huge iceberg directly in front of the ship. They rang the alarm and shouted, "Iceberg ahead!" The officer immediately ordered the ship to turn to the left. But it was too late. The Titanic grazed the iceberg and tore several holes in the hull. Panic on the ship. In the beginning, many people hardly noticed the collision, but the engineers quickly saw how much water entered the ship. It soon became clear the Titanic was going to sink. The biggest problem was that there were not enough lifeboats. There should have been many more on board, but the shipping company wanted to save space and believed that the ship could not sink. When the crew called the people to the deck, there was chaos. Many could not believe that they had to leave the ship. Others wanted to get into a lifeboat as quickly as possible. The rule, women and children first, was proclaimed. However, some men were also allowed to get in if there was still space. The ship tilted more and more. The lights began to flicker. Music played for a while to calm people down, but the situation got worse and worse. At that time, the church believed that the earth was at the center of the universe. Galileo supported the ideas of Copernicus, who said that the earth and the other planets revolve around the sun. The end of the Titanic. At around 2:20 a.m., the Titanic sunk completely. It disappeared into the freezing waters of the Atlantic Ocean, and more than 1,500 people died either in the water or because they had not been able to get a lifeboat. Only about 700 people survived the disaster. Another ship, the Carpathia, reached the survivors early in the morning. The rescued people later told their stories. Many had lost friends or family members. The world was shocked.